Hello, my name is Tim Sanford, and I want to welcome you to the Miami Valley Preparedness Network, where we're teaching the skills of self-reliance living in today's culture. If you'd like to be a part of our meetings, you can go to MiamiValleyPreparednessNetwork.com or join our Facebook page, and you can see all the events going on there. Just remember, preparedness is not just an event, it's a lifestyle. We want to thank you for coming. If you don't know anything about MVP, Miami Valley Preparedness Network, you might have seen us at the gun show. I know we've had a couple come from Cincinnati, all the way from Cincinnati today. We've had some come from Columbus. So we're getting them from everywhere. Now, we are a little light today because summertime, we know that's going to happen. People have got ball games, church events, things like that, and that's not a problem. You don't want to forget, though, we do tape all these classes, so if you're missing them or if you're out of town, you can always go back to our archives at MiamiValleyPreparednessNetwork.com and see all of our past classes there. We have, and also too, we're on Facebook. Guys, you want to get on there and like us if you haven't. Oh, she's fine. We're bringing them up young here. But you want to get online, like us out there. That way you can see some of the articles. Actually, Shooter's Paradise just did an article, I think last week I put one on there for them. They wrote us one. John sent it out, and it's got a lot of great response. We've had a lot of people like it, things like that. So get on there, check it out. If you've got something to add, you can send it to me, and we can look at it. We can go from there. If you've got some stuff, or comments, give some comments on there. That's what we're after. We're after community, guys, here. As you know, the strategy hour, it's not just for the vendors. It's for you guys to get to know one another. So I don't want to see just people just sitting around just waiting for the class to start. I want you to get to know each other, because it's going to take a community to do this. We're not just about, or I shouldn't say we're not doom and gloom here at all. We're not doomsday preppers. We're actually emergency preparedness, and that's for anything from lights going out. You have snowstorms, water. I mean, my gosh, we've had so much flooding lately. It's been crazy. What's that? Hurricanes, you name it. So this is what we're after. We're after here to help build your supply. Also, too, today, Andrew McKenna is he's what I call a professional couponer. And he's actually brought all this stuff today to show you what he's done. And how to save money. This is what we're after. It's not just putting beans away for 30 years or rice away or anything like that. It is actually, I'm going to come out here, Caleb. It's actually, we're here to save money. We're here to because think about it. If you save money on your regular food products or anything else, you can put it towards your preps, you can put it towards anything. It's just amazing how many ways you can go on this. So this is what we're after. We're after to help better your lives, okay? It's like I've said before, you cannot change an event that happens to you. I can really relate to the one that happened, about 5 or 6 years ago. We had the hurricane winds come in. We were out for power for 11 days. I was totally unprepared. What do you do? Well, if it hadn't have been for McDonald's being open, or my neighbor who had running water from the city, but she had no power, I wouldn't have been able to flush my toilets. What would you do? I mean, this is just simple stuff. Do you have enough food in your house to last you a week? How about 2 days? Most people don't have enough food in their house to last 2 days. Now, I know a lot of you here are experienced preppers. Some are just beginning. So this is what we're after. How many knows where your flashlights are in your house if your lights went out? There you go. You're probably the minority. They'd have to find the batteries, and then they hadn't checked them, so they're probably down anyways, or the light bulb's out. So these are kind of things that we're talking about here, emergency preparedness. So please get on the sites, check them out. Now I want to thank our vendors for coming today, and guys, I know you went around, checked them out. I want to thank Shooter's Paradise. Thank you, John, for coming out today. I want to thank Aaron's Imports. Thank you, Aaron. We appreciate it. And here's our Pro RG9 representative here. How many remember Dan from last month? All right? Dan's here today. He came all the way from Columbus again. And then my very good friend and spiked hairdo, Mr. Nick. Mr. Nick's here today. Guys, don't forget to see him if you're looking for any of those books that we talked about last month being online. I know, Frank, you got some. I'm not sure how many here got some online books. Anybody else? Well, Dan got some too. So guys, please, they're a great resource, and that's why they're here. Now, Andrew has actually brought his system also here. So if you're looking, and after he talks today, he'll be actually be able to sell his system, or you can try to make your own. It's whatever you want to do, but he's made it available really easy for you. When you hear what he saved on just this, it's amazing. It's going to be amazing. I mean, just to give you an example, my wife works for a company who is going through some rough times. She got a new position. There are 11 or 12 people in her position, and they do a lot of calls. So their head has to lean over with the phone on it. They won't buy them a headset for some reason, whether budget, whatever. So my wife's telling me she's getting headaches. So we go out and look for headsets. The least I could, and well, it wasn't the least, but they average between $60 and $140. Okay? The cheap one was $60. The middle grade one, which was nice, professional, was $100. I seen a coupon, and I'm a delivery driver. I seen a coupon at one of my clients' houses, and it was for Staples, or actually Office Depot. And I go in and it says 40% off. Now they only send these in the mail. They don't have them at the front door at their place. It said 40% off any one item that's an office item. Okay? I go to Staples just to look around because we had something to return at Staples, so I figured I'd go in there. What I did is I walked in and said, hey, I need to return this. Can I look at your headsets? And we walked in and looked at the headsets. They were the same price as Office Depot. And I said, he's like, sir, can I interest you?
Go ahead and do a check.
Check 1, 2?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. He can edit that, folks. So we go in. If I can get this now, there we go. Sorry, guys. So we go in. He asked me, can I help? I said, well, you know what? I appreciate it, but I'm just returning something. I'm going to go to your competitor. I love this. I'm going to go to your competitor to get the exact piece that you have right there. He says, really? He says, why are you going to go to them? I said, well, because I have a 40% off coupon. Sir, we'll honor that, no problem. So I walked out with a $100 piece of equipment for $60. That's just one purchase. I saved $40. Guys, tell me couponing does not work. Don't tell me that. There's all kinds of ways, and we're not just talking food here. We're talking appliances, things like that. Anything you can save money on. Folks, the economy is not getting any better, and we need to save money wherever we can. So that's why we're doing it today. I know that this is not survival, and this is not. You're right. It is all survival. That's what Frank said. It's not all guns and glories, beans, bullets, and Band-Aids. That's my favorite saying. Okay, it's not just all that. But this is one issue, one part that you can save a lot of money. I know Philip told me about how they would stack coupons and stuff like that and walk out with nothing involved in their purchases, things like that. I don't know if they can still do that today, but probably not, huh? I'm sure Aaron, you'll be able to tell us anyways. But so guys, there's some great stuff coming up. I want to give a list here. We actually have a meeting, and I don't have the flyers here today. I will email them to everybody. Our next meeting is on May 18th. But let's not forget, we've got a Hera gun show coming on the May 3rd and 4th. We are needing help. We just need bodies to come out. All we're doing is passing out flyers to people about this group. And we're also selling buckets and barrels. And I meant to tell you too, if you're looking for buckets and barrels, we have them for sale. You can walk out with them today. But this is to raise money for the group, and also too to make people aware. A lot of you came because of the gun show. So if you would like to help us, talk to me later. We can get you scheduled, and you only have to give a couple of hours. You'll get in free. We'll actually we'll bring you in, and then for 2 hours, and then you can go look around, whatever. But we need help here. So if we can, I'm asking you, come see me after the program, and we'll get you signed up for it. But we only need a couple of hours. If you want to stay all day, like Don, he's addicted to it. You can't make him leave. So please let me know. Also, too, let's not forget about the ham radio. Is anybody here a ham radio operator? That's we're going to have a great class on it. So we actually got some people coming in. It's going to be later, though. We're looking around October. We're going to have a ham operator come in, tell you the different scope, things like this, what you'll be needing, his ideas, such as that. But you really need to go to the Hamvention. Spend one day there. You will be overwhelmed with all the different stuff. But they've got teachings going on. Ham operators are the most awesomest people out there. They're so eager to teach. They love it. And could be the only way of communication at one point in time. Ask people of Hurricane Sandy, Katrina. That was the only communication they had for weeks on end, was ham radio. So it's a great resource. Let's not forget May 31st through June 1st, Prepared and Spared Off the Grid Expo. This is coming to Hare Arena. If you really want to know some stuff, some great things, it's May 31st through June 1st. This is the Preparedness Expo. Some ladies are putting this on. We've met with them. We're hoping everything goes well. Guys, they're going to have all kinds of vendors out there. Actually, Aaron's going to be out there from Aaron's Imports. They're going to have a ton of people out there, so you might want to give it a shot. Okay, it's on Saturday and Sunday, May 31st through June 1st. They're going to have some speakers, I believe. They got some big names they told me coming in, like Dr. Prepper, James Talbot Stevens, Doom and Bloom, which was Dr. Bones and Nurse Amy. They actually do live suturing. And I'm not sure if they're going to offer that class, but they actually do it. You can get on their site and check it out. So don't forget, May 18th, we'll have our next group meeting. And then also, too, I've got a couple of, we're going to offer the canning class, I believe, yes, June 28th, this is going to be a big one. We're going to show canning. How many here knows how to can? Okay, you still need to come, all right? But we're going to show water bath and also, too, pressure cooking.
And that's a Saturday?
That would be, yes, June 28th. Yeah, that's a Saturday. It's wait a minute, is it Saturday?
It's Saturday.
Yes, okay. A minute. Yeah, okay. Did I say 26th or 28th?
You said 28.
Okay, so that, yeah, because we're going to need a bigger day to do it with. Actually, we're going to end up doing it probably outside, so I will send you guys we'll have more information is coming. But we're looking at this should be a great time. There is a big difference between water bath and pressure cooking. So you guys will, if you don't know, I tell you to come out. And plus, we may have some other things too going on. So it'd be great. And also, too, let me ask you this. I just want a show of hands. How many of you would like to just have just a get-together picnic? How many? Look, I've got tons of hands over here. We have new members over here. Well, what we may do is just have that. We may even have some different, like how to start a fire, basic stuff like that. You know, just some outdoor stuff. So if you guys really want to do that, what we'll do is probably a carry-in, where people just bring side dishes. MVP will pay for the meat, burgers, hot dogs, things like that. So we'll have some more information on that. I just wanted to ask if you guys were really to do that. So it'll be fun. That way everybody gets to know, because I don't get to talk to everybody. I don't get to visit with everybody. I'm so busy doing other things. So we'll definitely set that on the schedule. Let's see here. What else was I going to say? Also, too, life straws. We got life straws over here for sale. I do know that Shooter's Paradise, their next class is May 10th. And actually, I'm going to be a part of this one. I'm going to sign up for it. Some great training as far as what was the name of it? Tactical, advanced carbine, handgun training, things like that. So this isn't just CCW. CCW is another end of it. So guys, if you're looking to do your CCWs, you need to get with them, get the dates, okay? So these are all that we've got some major things going on. I actually have, Gus has actually found a woman that is a beekeeper. And so if you ever want to know about raising bees, things like that, we're going to bring her in, because honey is going to be an awesome commodity. It never goes bad. You know, it may crystallize, but it never goes bad. Things like this. So having your own hives, she said, it's not a huge deal. So she's actually going to be bringing her expertise. We have a surgeon right now we're trying to work with. She's a retired surgeon. She does other things, of course, that. She may even teach a suturing class. We may even talk her into that. So there's a lot of things coming up. If you have suggestions, I know another big thing that we're going to look at is waste management. What would you do if you did not have accessibility to water? How would you get rid of it? Things like this. So there's a lot of issues coming up. I see a familiar face back there. How you doing, buddy? Awesome. So these are some things coming up, guys. So bear with us. If you have any ideas, send me a text or tell me today or at one of our meetings. You can call me. You can actually send a Facebook or an email to me, and that way we'll get some ideas. So if anybody's got it. All right. How many here has used coupons before? I think about everybody. This is, I'm telling you, oh, wait a minute. I apologize. I do have to give a testimony. Hey, Sarge. What's going on, man? I do, the Pro Arginine, I have to tell this. I have, from when Dan gave his speech last month, Kathy had tried some, and she was using it, and I had not. And because, honestly, it is a little costly, okay, for the drink itself. So I thought, we'll just let Kathy do it. Well, I tried it, and I started using it, and I've been using it for about 2 weeks only. And I'm going to give a personal testimony. I would wake up in the mornings, and my index finger and my thumb finger, or my thumb, I would wake up and I couldn't bend them at all. They would be cold. Both ends would be, these two here would be cold also all the time. I didn't understand why. I've never had arthritis, never had any problems at all. But in the past 2 years, it's just been really bad. And I just don't understand. I've never been to the doctor for it or anything else. You know how us men are. You know, we want to wait till we're on death's door before we do it. So didn't understand why they're doing it. Well, also too, I have really bad hay fever allergies, where my eyes will water. I take bee pollen because it is a natural. It actually helped me from my eyes watering, red eye, sniffles, nose running. My dad, he has it just as bad as I had. My dad would wake up in the morning and it would be like reveille in the morning. He'd be blowing his nose and it would sound like a trumpet. And that's how bad, and he would go all day long like that, and I would too. Well, I was using chemicals, trying to use other different things, anything on the shelf. How many's heard of Claritin D? Horrible for you. That stuff is horrible. The reason I say that is because the D is a decongestant. I didn't know this, but I took it for 2 years straight. Even in the wintertime, it will kill your liver.
Cause prostate issues too.
Prostate issues too. It will kill your liver. How do I know this? Because I have liver problems now. Okay? And I'm not trying to put down Claritin D because it's only supposed to be used for a certain period of time. I didn't know this because, dummy, I didn't read it. I just took it because my doctor had prescribed it, took it every day. I took it for 2 years straight. So all these problems I've been having, I started with this Pro Arginine. I'm going to get it, Dan, I promise. Pro Arginine. I now have feeling in both my index and my thumbs. I can do anything with them. Now, don't get me wrong. This one still hurts a little bit, but nothing like the pain I've had. My sinuses, I'm taking no bee pollen. I am taking a small pill still left. I would wake up, one time I woke up, and they say I have partially sleep apnea too. But when my sinuses and everything else, it would close up my glands. I woke up one day, couldn't breathe. I was on the side of the bed, thought I was going to die because I couldn't breathe. My wife was asleep. She finally woke up, and I'm gasping for breath because everything had closed up overnight. And when I started taking this, no exaggeration, all it is blood flow. And I'm getting more blood flow in my hands to where I wake up. It's not a pain to move at all. I'm sure it's even going to get even better. But guys, this stuff does work. I'm living proof. And I've only been doing this for 2 or 3 weeks. Sarge, did you start doing some too?
I need to get more, but yes.
Yes, he needs to get more.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, I'm addicted to this stuff. It's giving me energy. So please, if you've been skeptical, try this stuff out. But I just want to give my personal testimony. All right, back to this. Our professional couponer, everything else, there's just so much that you can do with this stuff, and we're going to bring him up. Let's give him a round of applause.
I'm going to talk to you about couponing today. My wife and I have been doing this probably for the past 8 years. We have 2 little girls, and they're in private school, and it's expensive. And it's a way to save money, a lot of money. Friday night, we were at the store for literally 3 hours. We got all of this plus our freezer's full, so this isn't everything, but we started out earlier in the week by going to the store and getting a Cincinnati Enquirer and a Columbus Dispatch newspaper because they have coupons in them. And those coupons are completely different than the coupons in Dayton. And people don't realize that. They sell them at Dorothy Lane Market, a couple other stores around here. I think some UDFs carry them.
Now, what are they?
They're the Cincinnati Enquirer, the Cincinnati newspaper, and the Columbus newspaper. They sell them here locally. But those newspapers, they have higher dollar coupons in them. So like where the Tide coupon in the Dayton Daily News is 50 cents, the one in the Columbus Dispatch and the Cincinnati Enquirer is $1 off. So one tip there. Secondly is our coupon book. We started out with one like this to get started. It was just a binder, and we got our tabs, and then we got our 9-sheet. They are baseball cards is what they're for. And we started out that way. We cut our coupons, and you can take it, you open up your cart, you put the kids where you put your kid at, and it'll sit right there. That way, when you go through, you,
Ugly Vanna, but I'll be Vanna.
when you're going down your aisles, you can go page by page. So you're in your bread aisle here. This is what's here. You can see there's a brownberry coupon here and a King's Hawaiian bread. So when you're in that aisle, you see your coupons are laid out for you, and you're not in one of those little fold-out things going through with your finger going through in each coupon. And then each aisle you go through, each section of the store, we have laid out with our coupons. So as we go through the aisles, and I'll talk to you about more how we've set this up, we just go through page by page, aisle by aisle, and see what's on sale and what matches our coupons. So you know when I'm talking, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, now this whole table here, plus our freezer full of stuff, cost me $112. And just in the paper coupons alone, that's not Kroger Plus, that's not sale items, I saved over $150 in just paper coupons. Now Kroger's quit doubling coupons a while back, so that's just the face value. Before, if it was double coupons, we would have saved a lot more. I was talking to Tim earlier before, shampoo. You get what you pay for with shampoo. You can buy Suave, but you use a lot more of it than if you buy the higher end stuff. The Suave I got for 74 cents. The Pantene, which you don't have to use as much of, I got for $1.38 a bottle. And we got 5 or 6 bottles here. The Zest ended up being like 32 cents. We got 9 of these bottles for free because these were on clearance. We had a bunch of $1 off coupons and they were marked down to $1. So we used all of our coupons and we have a whole tote full of these now. So we have lotion for a long, long time. Tim has talked about dental floss all the time. You can get this free, the cheap stuff. So we've got all the dental floss here for free. But we also had coupons for the expensive Pro Glide stuff, we got it for 49 cents each. So use the nice stuff on your teeth, save the cheap stuff for your survival kit. Then you don't have to pay the dentist as much. The other key is you'll get your Reese Cup coupons in the newspaper. Easter's over with, half off, $1.99, $1 off coupon. You get Reese Cups. Just because they're in pink wrappers, 99 cents a piece. We got this for $1 a piece.
What is that?
It is Alfredo sauce.
Typically it's like $2.50.
Yeah.
It's like $1.50 off.
Yeah, it's $2.50 on sale. I think it's $2.99 regular price. So yeah, we've saved that. If you use your Kroger Plus card, you get more coupons in the mail. They'll send you coupons for a free salad dressing or free cheese or $2 off of this. We happen to have a $2 off any allergy medication. So we went through and we found this on sale for $2.02, and it's generic Claritin for 2 cents, and it's 10 tablets. We don't take Claritin, but for 2 cents, someday we may. So we have it. The Thomas bagels were buy one, get one free. They're $3.99 a piece.
Wow.
We had a coupon for $1 off. So it ended up being $1.50 each for the Thomas bagels. My wife loves her Keurig coffee pot. And if we can't get these on sale, we have the little screen that we use the bulk coffee on, but we paid $2.99 a box for this because they were on sale for $5.99. We had $3 off coupons per box. So everything here, except for the exception of the allergy medicine that we paid 2 cents for, is all name brand products. A lot of people think when you coupon, you have to buy the cheap stuff, which you really don't have to. You can have your creature comforts, you can have your splurges, you can have all your good stuff, and you don't have to pay the price. The deal this week that was at Kroger's, which is still going on until Monday. I think the sale ends Monday, so tomorrow. If you buy 4 items on the list, you get $4 off. So that's how we got a lot of these deals, even though you can't double your coupons. If you go through your list and you have this is how we got the shampoo this way. You buy 4 bottles, you save $4 off. It knocks the price down. We'll go back to the coupon caddy now. When you start your coupon caddy, we shop at Kroger's a lot. Just for convenience for us. And everything that we do, we don't have a lot of time to go to different stores. If you have that time and that luxury, you can save even more money than what we save. But this is what works for our family, and that's the beauty of couponing. You can adjust it to your lifestyle, to how you want to do it. But we have our coupon caddy set up to the Kroger's in Beaver Creek, at the Super Kroger there. And what we do is we start at the dry goods, the makeup, the toothbrushes and all that. So we have our coupon book set up that way, where you start in on all the dry goods, and then you work your way across the store, skip the freezer section, skip the refrigeration section, because again, we were there for 3 hours. If you get that refrigerated stuff, by the time you get done, it's going to be warm or thawed out by the time you get home. So we have our coupon book set up that way. So we start at the very beginning of the store there, and we go aisle by aisle, because if you look in your ad, it's only going to show you maybe the top 50 or so items they have on sale. If you go to the store, all their little Kroger Plus savings are going to be on the shelf. They're not going to have all those advertised. So you can prepare all you can beforehand, but you don't know until you go into the store and go aisle by aisle. Every one of your grocery stores are going to have a cubby somewhere in the back of the store. I know the one up here on Brant Pike, it's in between the meat section and the fixed fish section, I believe. There's a couple trays, that's their clearance area. And the one in Kettering, it's back behind the wine section. The one in Beaver Creek's in front of the pet section. So each store has their own clearance area.
So we have to beat you to it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So these facial pads, they're rarely $7.99. Got them on clearance for $3.99. Had a $2 off coupon, paid $2 for them. They're the Yes to Cucumber brand. And you buy 2 and you save, so 60 of them for $2 because it was in the clearance aisle. If you go to different stores, different items don't sell. You could go to that store and a certain item won't sell, it'll be on clearance. You could go to the next Kroger's and it's not going to be there. So it just depends on your Kroger's and what they have on clearance. Always have your shopping list that you want to get, your shopping list for the week. Make sure that you make that before you go, because when you go aisle by aisle, you can't end up with a lot of stuff and you get home and you don't have your basics. So, you make sure you write down your milk, make sure you write down your eggs, because if you get into it and you get so involved in saving all your money here, remember to plan out your meals, or you'll get home and you'll realize, man, I just got a lot of crap and I don't have any meals, and you're making ranch dressing and egg and McMuffins. It's exactly. So you really gotta watch yourself there, and also set yourself up with a budget. We don't go every week and spend $112 on this stuff. I just went this time just to show an example of what you can do. If you save up a couple weeks in your coupons and go and start a small stash, is what we call it. We have an extra bedroom that we have a couple wire racks that we just have filled with this kind of stuff. And cereal, that's the other thing that I didn't bring because we have it in our cupboard, but cereal is, you can get that for $1 a box all the time. A lot of times it'll be on sale for $1.88. You have your $2 off or $1 off of 2. Get it for $1.30 a box. And you're not buying your Kroger brand, you're buying your Honey Nut Cheerios and your Frosted Flakes, which the kids love, right, Grace? Okay. The other thing is always have an extra sheet of paper or a notebook with you. We have in ours, we have a pair of scissors. We have a little zip thing, the little coupon, the little electronic things you can pull coupons out of. You can grab those and have a little pouch there. And then inside of our pouch, we have a pen. And I think it's the other pouch, but we always have a notebook here, or my wife took it out. Sorry. We have a notepad and scissors and a pen, so that if we forgot to cut an extra coupon, we have that and everything. And then you have a pen, but like when you're Save 4 for $4, you want to make sure that you have your, I think I'm good right now, yeah. You want to make sure you keep track of your 4 for $4s, because if you get there and you're short one, you're not saving that $4, and you've kind of defeated your purpose of saving as much as you could. How we've done it is we pick a day every week, which is Friday nights. When my wife gets off work, we sit down We go through the coupon binder, throw away all the expired coupons, put in the new coupons, and go through the ads, and we look to see what's on sale and what's not on sale. There's also websites you can look at that we check about sales that are upcoming, because sales are on cycles. And there's different websites on Facebook. If you go to, is it Raining Hot Coupons? Go to Raining Hot Coupons. That's our little secret website there. Go on Facebook, like that page. This lady, I don't know where she's from, but she has a web page, and she's on Facebook all the time, and you can click on her website and she'll say, here's your Target ad and here's your coupon matchups. Here's your Rite Aid ad, here's your coupon matchups. Or here's your CVS ad and here's your coupon matchups, because she's done all the work for you. You know, we can run into CVS and grab, you know, your deal there or your deal there, where you're not having to do all of that work. Also, if you like her on Facebook and you get notifications when she posts, she also posts Amazon deals. Now we're a member of Amazon Prime, where you don't have to pay shipping on a lot of items. You get free streaming video and stuff of TV shows and stuff with it. And she'll post on there like Amazon deals, where birthday gifts, where I think the most recent one was a Frozen doll that was like $49.99. Amazon had it marked for like $14.99, and if you're like the first 5,000 people to get it, you know, before they realize that they've marked it down too much, or they've sold out of them, you know, you can get that deal. We were able to get a couple years ago, actually it was last year, Walmart had on their website the Disney Infinity sets for Wii and PlayStation 3 for $12.88 on their website. It's a $79.99 game. She posted that on there. We went to the Walmart website and we clicked it and we paid for it and we picked it up in the store and we got the game for $12.88. So I don't know exactly how she does it, or if she just sits on the computer all day and just goes through Amazon and Walmart and all this stuff, but she'll post that for you and you don't have to do all the work. It'll save you time and save you a lot of money. So it goes a little beyond couponing. Now when you're setting up your coupon book, there's places you can get these at. You can get them at Walmart. They come in like cases of I think 25 and 100. They may come in 20 packs at Walmart. Bell Book and Comics sells them individually if you don't want to buy a whole case of them. They're over on Patterson Road and Schroyer. Thanks, Aaron. Sell them for if you want some. I also have made these kits, which is what we started out with. They're just a 1-inch binder with the tabs set up for you to do yourself to how you want them. And each one comes with 10 sheets, which is good for 90 coupons, which is a nice start. Once you get into it, you know, you can invest more into something like this, which will cost you closer to $35 or $40. Because we have probably close to 50 or 60 pages here, and then one of the more expensive binders with a zipper and the handle to where we just go in with it around our thing. One thing some people may be tempted to do is make a pretty little cover like this to put on their coupon binder. And I highly advise not to do that, because when you're going through the line after you've got all your coupons out, and if that's on your cover, you close your coupon binder up, you're all done, and you set that in your cart and you're checking out, somebody could grab that and go, and there's all your work gone. If you leave it just like this, they just think it's a binder. Most people aren't going to know what it is unless they've been following you around. And usually people, they avoid you. They think you're crazy when you have these binders out and going through the aisles looking at these deals. But when you go through the checkout and you realize you've saved, a couple $100, it's worth the couple stares you might get. And frankly, I've never been the person that cares anything what people think. So, but you go through, and when you save that couple $100 the first time, it's a rush, and you do that once, you'll cut a couple more coupons. You do that 3 or 4 times, it's more of a game now. So it is a hunt. It is. It's a lot of fun, and you can do a lot. You save up all this stuff. The kids have food drives at school. We never have to run out and buy anything for it. We can just go in there, fill up a grocery sack, and there you go. Take it to school. Lotions and shampoos and all that good stuff, take them to the homeless shelter if you never use them, or if it's something you don't use, you can get it cheap enough. There's other ways you can give back, not just to take it and just put it in your closet and let it go to waste. I'm a big proponent of not being one of the people that just buy it to buy it and let it sit. Because I was telling Tim, I'm allergic to anything but Tide. We tried to switch it once. I ended up in the hospital. So it's worth a couple extra bucks to buy the Tide and not a hospital bill. So just because I have a coupon for All or Whisk, I'm not going to buy it just because I have a coupon for it. There is people that have gone to the extreme, which the extreme couponing shows and all that kind of stuff, which have ruined it for people that do it as a way of life, for their families and for situations like this. We're used to have double coupons, and back in the day, I don't know how many people remember the triple coupons or the super double coupons back probably, I don't know, maybe close to 10 years ago.
They don't do that stuff anymore.
They don't do that stuff anymore. Kroger's has changed their policy completely to where they don't even double coupons at all. Wow. It's just the face value, just because of that reason. So the TV shows you watch, it's really ruined it for the average person to go in and just get a regular table full of stuff, because you're not buying it by the case. You're not going through and pre-ordering 54 boxes of cereal and 7,000 rolls of toilet paper and 54 gallons of water, and that most likely it will never get used unless you're going to give it away, unless you have a huge family. So but this is how it works for our family. And like I said before, you just go out there, play with it, have fun with it, adapt it to your lifestyle. I mean, you can be a single person and use your coupon for 2 bottles of shampoo and be fine, but Grace, stand up. Turn around. That uses a lot of shampoo. And I have another daughter that uses a lot of shampoo. You can have a seat. Give her a hand. All right. But, you know, it adds up. So shampoo's a big one. Toothpaste, toothbrushes, Tide, Bounty, Downy, all that kind of stuff, hair products, all that stuff is big on our family. Snacks are huge in our family. The pool's opening in a couple weeks. So Powerade, these individually things we can throw in the cooler. You know, we love these. My wife loves the Keurig. They take these to school. So there's nothing on this table that we won't use. We'll probably use the Claritin this year, knowing the this allergy season. But everything else is something that our family uses. And you know, you guys can do it too. It doesn't cost you anything except a newspaper subscription. Or you can go every week and get one. Like we do. We have the Dayton Daily News delivered, and then we go to the newspaper store, or we go to the store and grab the extra 2 newspapers because we found that we save a lot more money.
What stores were they again?
Dorothy Lane Market, and there's a couple UDFs that sell them that we found. There's one other place that you can get coupons from, and it's the internet. It's coupons.com. Type in 90210, like the TV show. It's Beverly Hills. And their coupons are amazing. They're like $2 off of this and $3 off of that. If you put in your own zip code, you're going to get like a quarter off and 50 cents off, or $1 off of 2. In California, the cost of living is higher. Your coupons are going to be higher. So put the zip code in out there and print them out here. Take them to the store and use them, and you'll save a lot more.
Yeah.
So, and the same thing with Cincinnati and Columbus. I'm sure that Columbus probably a little higher priced items, and the same thing in Cincinnati. So that's how we save money. It works for us. You know, we probably won't buy anything but small items for the next month, because we have everything we need unless it's on sale, and we have a coupon for it because we've just done this and we have our own stock. Like Tim was talking about the power outage. We were out for 9 days. We had our grill, we had city water, and we were fine. We had plenty of candles. We had enough of this kind of stuff and this kind of stuff. And if you have this kind of stuff piled up and stacked up, you can survive for a couple weeks without power. You know, go get some board games, you know, and lots of candles, and, you know, especially if you have kids, and everybody will survive, and you'll have a good time doing it. It's an adventure, and that's my presentation, and I hope that helped you out. If you have any questions.
Got tons of questions.
What day of the week paper do you get? A Sunday paper?
A Sunday paper. We get a Sunday only paper, and what we did is we called the Dayton Daily News and we said, your paper's too expensive. What's the best deal you can give us? And they told us the best deal. I said that wasn't good enough, and they came back with a better deal, and that's what we took.
That goes for Cincinnati and Columbus both?
No, they don't deliver up here.
No, I'm talking about what day of the week do you
Oh, Sunday. Sunday's the day the papers that has the coupons in it. So Sunday paper. But yeah, if you get the newspaper called Dayton Daily News, tell them that they're too expensive, because they are. For 1 day delivery, you're going to pay 10 cents more or 20 cents more than what the face value is. And they have a paper delivery driver that comes right past your house anyway. So we got ours half off, basically, for, I think we bought 2 years of paper subscriptions. So
How much does it time, a week does it take you to process that?
Well, when you first set it up, it takes a little longer because you're starting out from scratch. We have it down to where we're probably spending 45 minutes a week organizing and cutting, because Grace is old enough to now, and our kindergartner, she's learned to cut coupons, and that's how she learned her cutting skills.
Slave labor.
It's an education experience. So, but yeah, we got it down to about 45 minutes for a family of 4 a week, and then, like I said, this took us 3 hours because we literally went aisle by aisle, page by page. Go
I
ahead.
don't know if anybody's taken advantage of what Walmart does price matching, and all you really have to do is go through with your local newspapers and write down the prices of what all these sales are milk for, and go and get Walmart's milk for the same price as what you have. And a lot of people, even though they advertise it on TV over and over and over again, it just, for some reason, it just didn't click until lately. And I've been trying to do some price matching, and that does save a lot of money.
Yeah, we do that sometimes, but the problem is sometimes you have to really watch with Walmart, because what they've done is, you know, your 11.5-ounce box of Cheez-Its at Kroger's is really going to be 8 ounces at Walmart. That's how they're keeping their prices low, is because they downsize their packaging and they lower their price. So make sure that you're actually getting 11.5 ounces of Cheez-Its for $1.99 a box, and you're not going to Walmart and getting 8 ounces for $1.99.
Walmart's the only store that can demand what size they want. They're the only store that can do that. They'll tell them what they want, what size, to keep from having to do that. Oh yeah.
Because if you notice, Walmart sells 20 packs of Coke. Kroger sells 24 packs of Coke. So Walmart, you can get great deals at Walmart, but you have to be very careful and selective of what you do buy there. It is cheaper to go buy there, but you get, like I said, with a shampoo, you get what you pay for. Same with if you go get a flashlight, you can go buy a flashlight at the dollar store, but that bulb's going to burn out and it's going to suck all your batteries out. You go buy a $100 flashlight, it's going to last you a lot longer, and you're probably not going to spend as much on batteries. It's the same with food. It's the same with any of these items. You get what you pay for.
I thought you said at the beginning, what was your retail for the whole trip, and then what did you actually spend, how much did you save?
We tried to keep track as best as we could. This was close to $500, with everything in the freezer, was close to about $500 retail.
Okay.
If you would have just went in, not used your Kroger Plus card, not did your deals, because we have a freezer and our refrigerator with all of our other stuff. But we ended up paying like, I think, $112.83 for everything, plus everything in the refrigerator and the freezer. Which, you know, we have sunscreen too for the summer for the pool. So, yeah, exactly. And there's a couple items that got broken into, like the new Doritos. I don't know if anybody's seen them, the new mystery flavors. We got those, and those didn't last. And I'm noticing some things that are gone. So.
I think we had a couple questions. Sorry, I thought that was free food when I walked in.
No problem. It was not in the bag. Go ahead.
I noticed at the beginning, right, Kroger's stopped doubling the coupons, so did Meyer, I found out, but there is 2 food stores that will still double coupons, and that's Food Town in Englewood and Tip City. I think it's in Englewood, maybe West Milton or Union or somewhere around there. And depending on who the manager is and which Dorothy Lane Market, they will also double coupons, believe it or not.
Yes, Dorothy Lane Market, I know the one in Oakwood will.
Yeah.
Because in their ads it says manufacturer double coupons. And that's the one that we go to. They go to school right down the
It's probably in
street.
the ads now, but I noticed a couple of years ago it wasn't, but they still, depending on who it was, they increased,
Yeah, Dorothy Lane Market does, which Dorothy Lane Market, some people think that it's very expensive to go there, but their sales are very good. So if you go there with your coupons and you're disciplined enough just to shop with sale items and coupon items, and you can save a lot of money there. And another tip is, if you don't want to cook that night, Dorothy Lane Market, if you buy their meat, and you go back to the meat department, they'll grill all your food for free. So if you spent 3 hours in the grocery store and you don't want to go home and cook, and you want to buy, you know, their hamburgers or whatever, they'll cook them for you. You just have to go home and eat them.
More movie?
Go ahead.
Do you go to certain stores for certain things? Like my wife, I think, will typically go to Walmart for paper products, toilet paper, paper towels, stuff, and then go to Kroger's for meat. You do that?
If we had time, we try to do that, but we're all kind of really busy, especially during school time. So we really just shop at Sam's Club for our paper products because we can buy it in bulk. And if you're really good, Sam's Club will do like $3 off or $2 off paper towels and $2 off cups certain times. And if you buy like 2 packages of their jumbo paper towels, it'll last you till the next sale. And we don't like Meijer meat. We found that it expires a little faster than Kroger meat, so we buy our meat at Kroger. But if Meijer has a better sale, we'll go to Meijer and buy the sale items and then go to Kroger. We just won't buy any cold items at Meijer, then we'll shoot over to Kroger and finish our shopping there.
Walmart has horrible meat too.
Yeah, they.
Oh, horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Say your dots on Patterson has,
yeah, we love Dot's meat. Yeah.
Dots? Yeah.
I'd just like to make a comment about what I do when I'm at a grocery store. Is I always pay attention to the price per ounce. It's a really quick way to evaluate the price of anything. And that takes away the mystery of the packaging. Because even if you buy a can of green beans or peas or carrots or whatever it is, that can be even still a little bit ambiguous because are they measuring the water weight? But on the dried food items like cereal and things like that, you can quickly get a pretty good baseline of what your price should be, what's expensive and what's cheap, if you just pay attention to the price per ounce.
Yeah, that's a very good tip because cereal is a good example of that. Like all of your Honey Nut Cheerios will be on sale at the same time, and you think if you go down to the bottom shelf and get the family size box, you're getting the best deal. Sometimes it's better to buy the little dinky box of cereal and buy 5 of those because it's, you know, maybe 6 cents an ounce rather than 12 cents an ounce, like he said. And Kroger's is really good about that. They will tell you the price per ounce, and that's a good way to know. That's a great tip.
Also, too, Sam's Club, they'll show per unit when you go into Sam's Club.
Yes.
You know, you got to be careful of that because sometimes it will be cheaper somewhere else.
Yes, Sam's Club, very selective of what you get there because you can get burnt big time.
Price per unit. Yeah. They used to do price per ounce, and now they're doing price per unit.
Yeah, which they probably did that because, you know, your price per unit for your Powerade that is, what are these? I think these are 20 ounces. They'll be 16.9 ounces at Walmart. Yeah. So they probably changed that to per unit. So you think you're getting the same deal, but these are 20 ounce bottles, and I know the Walmart ones are 16.9 ounce bottles. So so you have to really watch really close that, you know, like I said, Walmart, again, we shop there. We're selective of what you buy there. We just watch the package size. Any other questions or any tips? Because, you know, we coupon, but we always are learning. So if you have a better tip or
there's a couple sites like iHeartMart or iHeartCBS.com or iHeartWags. They have couponing tips. Like if you're going to plan and go couponing like 3 weeks from now, they'll have all the Walgreens or the store's sales and what coupons to use at that time, like 3 weeks from now. So if you wanted to go to that site and plan for like 3 weeks, get all your coupons together, and if there's something that you want but you don't have a coupon for, you can go on eBay and purchase coupons that way too, really cheap in quantities.
yes.
And that would save, it's more time, but it would save you more money.
Yes, that's what we did. I don't know, you obviously coupon. I don't know, maybe 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, they had the $2 off Tide coupons. We bought, I think, 20 coupons off of eBay for like $4, and it was closer to 2 years ago. And Kroger's had their Tide on sale. I think it ended up being like $5.99 for the medium-sized box, and we bought 20 boxes, and we're just finishing up our last box, and almost 2 years ago, we've not bought, this is the first box of Tide we've bought since. So the eBay thing, that's a great for couponing. The Raining Hot coupon, she does the same thing. She plans it all out for you too. But those websites, and what were the name of those again?
It's like iHeart, like the word heart, CVS.
iHeartCVS.com?
Yes.
You said WAGs?
WAGs, that's Walgreens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
WAGs.
I can email, I have a whole list of them, I can email
We
to
can
you.
put them on, yeah, we'll put them on.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
That'd be great.
And then also, your expired coupons, a lot of your military bases, like the VX, will accept expired coupons.
Huh.
So you can also donate them to the military. There's a
Okay.
couple places you can send them to overseas as well,
Okay.
and that helps them out.
Okay. Yeah, do you have that information?
No, but I can get it.
Okay, if you could get that and get that to Tim, that would be great.
I also found this thing on the cashier, chop the expiration date off the top of the coupon thing.
Yeah, that's another good tip. Not necessarily that, but
We're all going to jail.
the whole your cashier profiling. That's a big thing right there. Cashier profiling. Yes, I'm guilty. If they don't look happy or they look frustrated, not having a good day, I'm going to the longest line if that's what it takes. Because they will sit there. If you get the right cashier, they have bagged everything. One of those coupons don't work, they will unbag your whole cart to make sure that you have that one item. And it's happened to me before. Now we're pretty good at that. We make sure everything's done, because when that cashier happens, I tell her it's the right item, and she'll go through and undo the whole cart, and she'll like, yeah, you were right. I said, I told you so. Because now you've wasted your time and my time. But yeah, definitely a cashier profile, that's okay. And if you get the customer service manager saying, right down here, this is open, say, no, she doesn't look very nice. I've done that. And then they don't push you anymore, and they just, they just go back to their little pushing the other customers around. So yeah, that's what we do. So any other questions or comments or tips?
Always keep a copy of like each store's policy, coupon policy in my binder.
Yes.
That way if they say, oh, we don't do that, then you can say we do.
Yes, we had that same problem when Kroger's first did their e-coupons. Because when they first did that, you were able to use your e-coupon plus your paper coupon. Well, there was the management at one of the local Kroger's decided that wasn't the policy, and well, it was. And I pulled out the paper. It's a great tip. Go ahead.
Also, I know some of you may know this already, but if you go to like CVS, Walgreens, there's some different places, and they've sold out the item that's the hot commodity, because you do have super couponers that go and they clear the shelf in like 5 minutes. And
Yes.
Next thing you know, you have nothing. They will write you what's called a rain check.
Yes.
And they'll honor that coupon when they get the product back in. So.
Rain checks are great. Even if it's an item that the shelf is cleared out, you can get a rain check for. If it's an item you use, get the rain check. They're good for 31 days usually. And usually in that 31 days, you'll probably get another coupon for it. So if your Cheez-Its are 2 for $5 and you like Cheez-Its, and Cheez-Its is a Nabisco product, they're Sunshine, but you can use Nabisco product coupons on them. Get your rain check form, because you're going to get another coupon. Or we love our little, when the reps come to the stores and put the RIP coupons off, take 3 or 4 of those, so that when you go through, you can get those. And then your poll coupons. But yeah, rain checks are good. Even if you don't have a coupon at the time and you see the shelf's empty, go ahead and get a rain check. They'll write them up. If you don't use it, just throw it away. But you never know what coupon you could get, and you could get the item for free sometimes. So.
Also, just another tip, if you have a lot of time on your hands, you could also email the manufacturers. We emailed this sauce company called Bob's Sauce.
Mm-hmm.
You could only get it in a couple stores, and he loves it, but it's expensive. It's like $4. So I emailed them and said, "Oh, your sauce is so great. My husband puts it on pizza, spaghetti, everything." And they mailed us a stack of coupons for free Bob's Sauce, like 20 of them.
Yeah.
So that saves you a lot of money.
This, if you ask, especially new products.
Oh, here we go.
If you call and you say, "I seen your product, can you mail me a coupon so I can try your product?" They'll mail you a coupon. Okay, this is for apple juice and applesauce. So, Tide. I call Tide every so often, and
You call them or email them?
I call them.
Okay.
Because a lot of times if you talk to a person, you get better results than an email. I've called Tide before and said, and I've recently done it, I'm waiting for a coupon, of course, but I've explained I'm allergic to everything but Tide, and Tide's expensive. Can you send me a coupon? And they usually send a stack of coupons. New products it works the best for, just ask if they have coupons. You'd like to try the product, but you're afraid to buy the product, and you're a loyal customer if you like something, because most of us are. If we like something, we're going to buy it over and over and over again. So if a company sends you a coupon to try their applesauce or their sauce for their pizza, you're going to buy it over and over again. So
I would like to actually bring up another thing. I work in a manufacturing, and we manufacture, it doesn't matter, screws. But our retail price is actually something like 4 or 5 times the amount it actually takes us to manufacture it. 40% discount. People we buy from stuff in bulk get a 40% discount. So when you're calling these companies and asking them for 40% off, they're still making money off of that. What they're trying to do is establish another buyer. So really, when you go to the store and you buy anything retail, and it doesn't matter, we're talking about couponing for groceries, but if you go to AutoZone or O'Reilly's, places like this, you're buying full retail price, which is typically about 3 or 4 times the actual price of the manufacturing cost. So there's tons of places that you can go to just besides the grocery store. Anything you buy, a large purchase item, try to call the manufacturers and ask them for a coupon or a special discount or something along those lines. And if you start going after those larger purchased items, you can get all kinds of discounts. All you got to do is actually talk to the manufacturers and see what kind of deal you can get. Like you said, new products and stuff like that. You call a company and you say, "I've never tried your product before. I would like a sample or a discount on a first-time basis to purchase something." There's a good chance that you might be able to acquire a discount on one of those items. So, I mean, that's all I from my experiences where I work at, we send samples out to places. So if someone actually calls us and says, "Hey, we would like to actually try out one of your ball plungers," we'll send them 4 or 5 for free. And we don't know that that's all they need. We're thinking we might get an order for $40,000 a year, or on a monthly recurring basis, we'll send you, $50, $100 worth of items so you can sample it.
If you get the paper delivered to your house, I did this, gosh, it was a while back, but On Saturdays and Sundays, they deliver paper later than during the week. So I go out there on Saturday or Sunday morning and sit there and drink coffee or something and wait for them to come by, get to know your paper guy. I did that, then one day I walked out there with a $10 bill, said, hey, I appreciate you put my paper in the same spot every day, go buy lunch. Next weekend I was out there, I said, hey, is there any way you can give me some extra coupons? I'm not kidding you, he brought me 2 bundles every week, that thick, every week until he got transferred around.
Bribe your paper boy.
Bribe your paper delivery driver.
I had
They can get their bundles, they don't get charged for those. So,
Exactly,
yes.
they stuff their own paper, and I had so many of them, I gave them to my local church.
Exactly.
Also, you all might be too young right now, but AARP, they have a whole section of a lot of coupons, and most of them start $3, $5. Once you become a member, it's only $16 for a whole year. I mean, they got a whole big section, like 7 pages.
Pick up some up.
It was just referred to me. I'm not saying I have
Anybody else?
It's true, like you said, get to know your paper person, because my wife, just another quick story, my wife seen this couple walking down the road, noticed that they were stranded, their car broke down. They had ended up being our paper people, and they explained to her, you know, that they were the paper people, thank you for giving it. She asked her for a ride home, she gave her a ride home. So basically she by God's grace, they met, you know, that she started getting stacks of coupons too. So if you find out who your paper person is, a lot of times they have bundles and bundles and bundles of extra coupons just sitting around that they don't even do anything. They want to get rid of this stuff. They want to, and you know, they'll be fair. Sometimes you pay them off, sometimes you don't. I mean, you gotta feel that out. You know, get to know your paper person.
Exactly.
To add to that, like I ran my own business out of my house, so I had a lot of time. So I would cut the coupons, and all the extra coupons that I didn't use, I would sell on eBay, making extra money.
Or trade.
Yeah. On eBay. So
You have to word it right, though. It can't be, you know, I'm selling a coupon. You have to say,
Here's a nice white envelope. Buy the envelope for $3. I'm putting in 20 coupons for you.
well, I mean, it would get you more money for couponing.
That's right. Nope, I appreciate people like you.
And people even buy those, if you sell the Campbell's for Education or box tops, if you save those and sell them on eBay, people buy them as well.
Wow.
Yeah. I made hundreds of dollars doing that. Yeah.
One other thing, like you said, you can only use Tide. Yes. Contact somebody, either your own church or local bigger churches. They have coupon groups that meet once a week, once every 2 weeks. You can go there and give them your old coupons you don't use. Say, I need 50 Tide coupons because that's all I can use.
Yes.
So that's a great way to swap them out.
Yeah.
It's a good way to meet people too. And invite them to the prepper meeting.
There we go.
There's also called coupon trains on the internet, and it's like where you have to go to school or whatever, but it starts out at one home, like in Michigan or whatever, and then it'll go like to 5 different homes, and you put a list on the group of what coupons you want. So the person before you will put in the coupons that you need, and you look at the person after you's list and
Called what? Coupon trading?
coupon trains. It's like a kind of like a chain letter, but like but with coupons.
I'll have to write that down.
Any other questions or comments or tips or life stories? We just have a few extra minutes.
Yep.
All right.
All right, guys, let's give Aaron a hand.
I bring Angie, we still take, okay, all right, I'll put this one on. Hold on just a second. Okay, some of the good tips that we had, how many's heard my Coke coupon tip? We saved, and I'm sure some of you don't, but we saved, okay, it's the most horrible thing in the world to drink, but I love Coke. It's my, Dan's back there laughing because he let me have it over the internet. I'm drinking all this healthy stuff and got a Coke in the other hand. But what happened is there's another site you may want to try. I know I've given it to most of our people, but it's called shopforfree.com, and it'll come back as Diane's Daily Deals, but shopforfree.com, and it's pretty well what you were talking about. It's another site where actually some of the people can actually put coupons on it too. So if you had something you wanted to share with everybody else, well, this lady shared one for IGA in Florida for $2 off, and it was a manufacturer's coupon. And so she put it on there. Well, it was cool because Kroger's was having a special, buy 3 packs for $9. Well, Walmart has, I was at Walmart already, and they have in their bylaws that they will honor any coupon, whether you have it or don't, whether you can present it or not, just tell them, and they'll ring it up. Now, like Andrew was saying, make sure it's the same weight, whatever, but it was a Coke, so same ounces, whatever. So I go up there. Now, folks, you want to be smart about this. Okay, I didn't go up because I actually ended up with 60 cases of Coke. 60. I don't want to hear it, Gus.
How many cartons does that take?
How many cartons?
Carts.
Carts? Well, this is what I'm saying. Be smart about this, because I could have went up there. I could have went up there with all 60 cases of Coke, and they'd have looked at me and said, no. They have the right to refuse you. It doesn't matter. They have the right to refuse you. So what I did is I went in and bought 10 every time I went to Walmart, because the coupon lasted for 2 weeks. I went in and bought 10 and 10 and 10. It was funny because the cashier's eyes went bigger than $50, because when I went in, they honored the Kroger's matchup 3 for $9. Then I handed her the $2 off coupons for each case of Coke. Come out with $1 a piece, $60 for 60 cases of Coke. That's incredible, because sometimes, especially at your gas stations, you're going to pay $5 to $6. At Walmart, Kroger's, you'll pay between $3 and $5. That Coke lasted, and it was still good. We had it for a year and 3 months. It lasted us, and my daughter was staying with us at the time, so she drank Coke, my wife and I, the grandkids every once in a while, but that lasted all of us for a year and 2-3 months. So this is some of the things that you can look at. These things will save you money. Like I said, the $40 just one buy. I get tons of coupons for Angie because I'm a driver, okay, and we have, they're called community buildings or retirement homes, things like that. And what they'll do is they'll bring in huge stacks of the local traders, things like that are free with coupons, and all they're doing is trying to proposition to come out to buy stuff. And I'll go through and I'll grab 20 of them. And I'll walk into Hawks and I'll throw them on her desk. And she's like, yes! I've never seen a woman get so excited. And it's funny because I'll take a lot myself. We'll take them home. And she was telling me the other day, she says, Tim, it saved me, what, $50-some, wasn't it, the last time you went? Okay, yeah, so it saved her $40-50 just from those coupons. This stuff works. I know you and Philip was telling me some crazy stuff you guys were doing. It was awesome. They were getting tons of those coupons, and they could stack them right on top of each other. But there's plenty of other ways to go around it. Let's see here. We would talk about shopforfree.com. There's a ton of stuff out there. I thought the good one was, let's see here. The eBay coupons I thought was really cool. I've not even investigated that. I think that's a really good idea too. So get on there, check that out. But if you guys have something, put it on Facebook. If you've got extra coupons or something that you're not going to use and you think one of us could, put it on there. Guys, this is what we're here for, to communicate. I love the participation on this one. It was great. Get on there. Send us a link or whatever. Let us know immediately when you see something, like I did the last Coke that we did. Or how many remember the Walmart deal that I sent out for all the camping gear? They had, I know Frank had seen it there. It was all gone. Well, that was probably my fault because I put it out. But I went to the one in Huber Heights. They had $90 sleeping bags. Discounted down from last year because they're going to put out the new ones this year. Discounted down, we got them for around $16 a sleeping bag. $90 sleeping bags. I bought one for every grandkid. Why not? We're all going camping this year, and we bought the pads, the blow-up pads. They had them for like $43. I got them for, I think it was $9 a pad. So you've got to keep, I don't care if you're tired, you got to go around and look and see what they've got, because each store would have been different. I mean, because this one luckily had those. I'm sure the one at your area, they had coolers that were camouflaged. They're really cool. I just didn't need one. But they were $100. Yeah, I know, Gus, you would have had a heart attack. But they were $100. They had them marked down to $22. And it had a pull-up caddy on it and everything. Super nice. Guys, go through the aisles. Look for the discontinued items or whatever. Just don't buy green meat, okay? Don't be that cheap. Let it go by. But, look at the discount aisles. See what you've got. That way you're saving money. Now, let's get to this. I wanted to show some of these things. Okay, we've talked about expiration dates, right, on medications. Now, if you've not been here, anything that is in a pill form or a granulate form, FEMA did a study. It was 45 years. This medication was 45 years old. They seen it had 95% potency. Anything in liquid form had reduced to 50%. So don't throw away your medication, but I'm getting in the expiration dates. Food is not the same thing. If it's canned food, that's fine. It'll last a long time. I've got a link on our Facebook. You can see expiration dates, things like this. But stuff like this, like Andrew said, you don't want to buy 50 boxes of this even though it's a good deal, because eventually it is going to spoil on you. Okay? So you want to be careful. You don't want to have to throw away, you got such a good deal, and throw stuff away. So be careful. Vacuum sealing, I've vacuum sealed noodles. This will help them stay longer. There's multiple Mylar bags. You can put them in Mylar bags, and we've got a whole video tutorial on that on our website for where we did it. I think it was our first or second class. When it's our second class, because I remember that was the first time you came. You can see how we did Mylar bag storage with the 5-gallon buckets, and also too vacuum sealing. How many here? Who owns a vacuum sealer? Anybody? Okay. You make sure when you're vacuum sealing that there is no wrinkles in your seal. I'm sure you all know this. But if you're looking for a vacuum sealer, there are multiple ones out there. I have to say that, no bragging rights, but I have one of the best ones out there. I brought it in for a demonstration. It's a Weston. It has maybe a 1/4 of an inch seal on it. It's incredible. It's what the meat packers and all this kind of stuff. But they do have other ones that do just as good a job. What's the name of yours, Gus?
Seal-A-Mill.
Seal-A-Mill.
Daisy Seal.
Daisy Seal-A-Mill, and then they have another one out there. You'll see it at Gander Mountain and all this kind of stuff. Look at these. Check them out. Now the bags, they do get a little bit expensive, but if you think about this, I was throwing away meat. Yes, Frank?
Ziploc bags, you can actually use those with Daisy now. They've actually, they're like half the price of a regular
Really?
meal bag.
Okay.
Ziploc bags work just fine.
Says Ziploc bags work on it just fine. The problem is if you don't, those ribs that they have, if you've ever seen a vacuum seal bag, they have little ridges.
I'm not talking about standard Ziploc bags, I'm talking about the ones
Right.
with the Ziploc.
That they're made for that. Yep. You'll see that they have little lines in it. The reason they have that is so it can suck the air out. Well, now they've come up with Mylar bags that have them built into them. So you can actually do the Mylar bags also, that they have the ribs in them, so you can use them also. So guys, you want to think about when you're buying this stuff in bulk. I love Sam's Club, but like you were saying, Aaron, there are some things that are not a good deal, and there are some things like the toiletry items, things like that. Now, y'all know what John Wayne toilet paper is, right? Okay. Come on. You don't need the $10 Charmin. We can go out and buy John Wayne toilet paper for 50 cents, okay? It does the same job. But you can get it by the bigger case in bulk. I know some of you argue with me, but you can buy it by the bigger bulk. We buy what's called POM, P-O-M. That's the cheapest. I hear a lot of nods. Yeah, that's it. You're right, paper towels too. Those are some of the best things out there because you can buy them by the case, and they're a lot cheaper. You'll look up and see the units and everything else. But guys, there's a ton of stuff out there. There was something else I was going to tell you. Let me see. That. Okay. Also too, on knowing your storage and things like this, because we did, how many uses like macaroni and cheese, the Velveeta style, things like that? We bought a bunch of that, and I actually took one, what was it? We found out, and I think somebody else said this the other day, I think your mom said this, you've got to be careful with those cheeses in those pouches. Don't keep them very long, over the expiration date. we've had ours, I did a test on it, and I think we lasted 3 months over the date of that cheese because it turned on us. And if you want to call it cheese, I don't know what it is. It's yellow and gooey, but it's good.
The Velveeta is the only one that we really know of. The Easy Mac, it's the powder. We don't, as far as we know, that's good.
Yeah, I would think the powder would stay because it doesn't either.
Yeah, it does eventually.
It does go bad too. So you want to be careful in those kind of things. Anybody, any other questions? Yes, sir.
You know, that shopforfree.com, that's a dead link.
Is it?
I found one that says howtoshopforfree.net by Kathy Spencer. Is that the one you're referring to?
I've got a link on Facebook to it. And also, too, it comes up, I don't know why, but she comes up Diane's Daily Deals, too, sometimes. So you might want to check that out, too. Grocery Shop for Free. You got it. Yeah, I'm sorry. GroceryShopForFree.com. And then it'll come to your email saying, I guess her name is Diane who owns it, and she'll come up Diane's Daily Deals. But guys, these are some great advice. I want to thank Aaron again, or Andrew again. Thank you, sir, for everything you did tonight. And thank you, Vanna, for your demonstration of that hair. Come on, let's give him a round of applause. I did want to talk just a second. I won't keep you long because I want you to go back and talk to the vendors again. And also, too, if you didn't give me your admission fee, you came in late, please see us at the table. But how many knows that we have a year program for preparedness on our website? Okay, then you guys aren't utilizing it. If you'll go on our website, it's MiamiValleyPreparedness.com. We actually have started since January a preparedness plan. And I don't have them all listed because we are working on it still, but we have it all up to date to this month. If you will go there and look at it and download them, there are pages that you can download. It will get you started. If you have not started in preparedness, it will help you get started. Yes, sir?
Is there any way you can make those into like a document form instead of a JPEG?
You can ask my guru friend right there. He can probably take care of that for you.
Coming up as pictures, instead of
You're right.
like a
We can
PDF file or a document.
Yeah, we should do it as a Google Doc or something like that.
We'll take care of that. So PDF, he's my man. Let's give Caleb a hand. He has really helped us out. I'm telling you, this guy does so much for us. Caleb designed our website. I said I want the most simplest that a dummy can use so I can get on it. He has helped me so much with video. He spends hours editing video because of this mug, things like that. So I really want to thank him again. Thank you so much. But yeah, go for the preparedness plan. You can get on there, download them, and it'll give you tips every month of what you should be trying to do. Now, I'm not saying you're going to complete all this in a year, but if you follow this program, by the year's end, you can really fully be prepared. Now, you're not totally done. That's never going to happen, but this is going to get you on the road. All right, now some of you more experienced may look at this and say, well, I've got a whole different plan. That's fine. I'm just trying to get the people who have not done anything to get them started, because if we can do that, if I get my neighbor to prepare 30 days or 2 weeks, that's 2 weeks less he's going to come to my door looking for something. So this is what we're after. This is a community. And also, too, we've been trying to work with our neighbors and saying, hey, they think I'm a meth lab because I have all these blue barrels coming in and out of my house all the time. So it's a really great conversation piece. Especially this morning at 6 o'clock, before I go to church, I'm trying to load the trailer up. Now, can you imagine all these blue barrels walking out in the yard, in the back of the trailer? They know something's going on. It's just kind of inquisitive. No, it's a great conversation starter. But, we're going to tell you how to get to know your neighbors. I mean, does everybody here know their neighbors? Most people don't. Most people don't. They just drive by, or you wave as you're mowing the lawn and everything else. This is something, folks, that we're going to have to work on. I'm not telling you to make them full-fledged survivalists, but I'm just saying, if you get them to understand, hey, you've had electric go out, whatever. So get on there, check these things out. We're making these available to you. And like I said, let's get on the Facebook. Send comments. When we send out something, send comments. If you want to challenge us, I've had some liberals challenge us, and that's pretty cool. It's gung-ho, but that's awesome. But guys, we appreciate you coming tonight. I know we're a little bit short, but we did a great job, and we hope to see you next month. All right? Have a great night. Hello, my name is Tim Sanford, and I want to welcome you to the Miami Valley Preparedness Network, where we're teaching the skills of self-reliance living in today's culture. If you'd like to be a part of our meetings, you can go to MiamiValleyPreparednessNetwork.com or join our Facebook page, and you can see all the events going on there. Just remember, preparedness is not just an event. It's a lifestyle.